through budget day. We're talking about, I know preliminary finance talked about a 4.36 budget or thereabouts. I know you're not at liberty to give us an advance number, but I also know that councillors last year said they wanted to keep it under 5. Might I assume that that's the goal again this year?
I think you'll remember in 2023, just at the end of 2022, we changed around how the actual budgeting was done. So we moved to service-based budgeting. So with service-based budgeting, what it allowed us to do was to be able to predict into the future a conceptual of where our taxes would be, 5 to 10 years into the future. And so we're not far off with regards to those predictions. It's based upon service delivery. What we are trying to do is establish a budgeting process where we recognize what services the community needs, and then we advance those services to the community, be it through infrastructure, be it through amenities, and depending upon the amount of amenities or infrastructures we want to deliver, we can either look at increasing the budget amounts or decreasing the budget amounts. And that's a decision which the finance teams runs through when council receives the budget books. I think we receive it in a day or so. And then we have an opportunity to go through them for the next couple of weeks. And depending upon the services that we're providing the community, we'll either ratchet up a little bit or just bring it down a bit. One of the changes that we did with regards to going to service-based budgeting is, previous to that, what was happening is if you were looking at establishing a project for the community, then you were allocating capital towards that project and continuing to allocate capital towards the project. But what takes place in that time frame is the cost of the project increases. So you get to a point where the cost is increased, you're not able to deliver that project at the same costing. By the time you go out and cost it again, because you have the money, the cost is increased. So what we've done now is looked at it from a standpoint of not building those silos of one project here, one project there, one project there. What we've done is decided upon what are our list of projects that we're going to look at advancing, and then allocating the budgeting towards that. And if we would like to advance more projects, then we increase it slightly. If we're comfortable with what has been suggested in our plans of advancement, the 10-year capital plans and the projects that we want, then we hold that number with those projections that have been put forth previously by the Finance Department.